Hey all, this is Tom, and welcome back for another Patreon TV Com. Today we're going to be taking a look at Layton Mystery Detective Agency, CAT's Mystery Solving Files. Yes, the same Layton as the DS and 3DS puzzle game series, and I also guess like iOS and other mobile devices, but I digress. This is based on the Lady Layton game, and it was commissioned by, let me take a look at my list here, POTK. Very nice. I got Richie with me for this one, because of course I do.
Well, of course, you're not doing any Layton without me, thank you very much.
Indeed. Still gotta record Lost Future at some point this year, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Alright guys, as usual, we can't provide you with the media, so sync up our commentary to your copy of said media using the instructions in the video description. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Probably should have mentioned that A, we're watching the subbed, and B, we are watching the first episode of this. I'm not actually sure if the second episode exists yet.
It does indeed, actually. I think they're on to the third episode now that they've aired. The first episode aired on April the 8th, 2018. Second episode came out April 15th. Third was April 22nd, so I'm pretty sure we're due the fourth episode pretty soon.
Very nice, very nice. I would have liked to have waited for the dub, because, I don't know, I just like the Layton dub a hell of a lot, but, you know, the patron gets what they want. So, Richie, Lady Layton, what was your take on the game, mate? I think that's the best part to start with.
I have to say, I really, really did enjoy Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy, which is like one of the longest titles I've ever read in my life. It was just really delightful and fresh, and reminded me of why I loved the Layton games to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, obviously it'd been a while, like a long while, since Layton, proper full Layton game had actually come out, and getting to experience it again was just so much fun. And what I really liked was that it didn't try to be like the Layton games of old in terms of its tone and stuff. It went for this cuter, more light-hearted style, with doing cases in a single chapter rather than having an entire story arcing over the entire game. And I think it made it different enough to just really fall in love with.
Well, I'll correct you there. It had an overarching thread, but it was... Yes. It was less obvious than usual stuff, and yeah, everyone asked for Catriel's father, but he's not here right now. I think Herschel is off exploring at the time this takes place.
Well, to be honest, we don't actually know what has happened to Herschel at present. He has gone missing, and nobody quite knows where he is. Which is obviously going to cause absolute chaos, because, I mean, seriously, everyone needs a good bit of Professor Herschel Layton.
Yes, yes, indeed. So, let's discuss some of the changes in the dub, I guess. I think Cat is still called Cat, but, the guy over there referred to himself as, Noah Montreux, and that's definitely not his dub name.
Yeah, no, his, dub name is, I believe, Ernest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking and just going, yes, Ernest Greaves.
I forgot as well, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, it's really bad, but to be fair, the only characters that I'd say people perhaps majorly care about in Layton's Mystery Journey are Cat, Catriel, and the dog, Shirl. And the only reason that it's Shirl is because Sherlock Holmes, of course.
Shirl's dog puns did kind of get to me a little bit. No, I like Ernest just fine. It's just he's a bit of a wallflower, so he gets pushed to the back of my mind. What I do love about the concept of a Layton anime, though, is that each episode will be like the game, a self-contained mystery. And that's why I've always thought you could push out as many Layton games as you want, so long as the stories are compelling, because they're just like mystery books that you could find at train stations and whatnot. They just have endless, like, popularity, maybe not relatability, but they endure, let's put it that way.
Well, exactly, and I mean, you've just got to look at one of the most famous crime writers ever, Agatha Christie,
Yep.
to know that, like, crime and detective stories endure. I mean, she wrote, I think, a grand total of 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections, with the most famous being Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. And also she wrote the world's longest running play, which was The Mousetrap, which is sort of in the same vein. And what's actually really cool about The Mousetrap is that it actually opened in Nottingham at the Nottingham Theatre Royal.
Oh, nice.
And featured, I think it was Sir Richard Attenborough, which is really awesome. And also I think it featured his wife as well, and when I actually saw it in Nottingham, it was the day after she died.
Tangents, mate, tangents, come on.
I know, I get excited.
Oh, bless you. Oh, she found a hint coin, that's great. No, don't tug at my heartstrings, Layton, come back!
Yes, well, I mean, that's what Catriel's face was doing there, and, you know, crying, is pretty much me at the end of every Layton game. I'm just going, why did you do this to me? Come back, I love you!
What's the saddest Layton game, in your opinion?
I think the one that I sobbed the most at was Professor Layton and the Lost Future, largely because it made me cry twice in a row. Like, I just started to pull myself together and then it hit me again, and I was just like, for God's sake, I love you.
Don't think I didn't see old Luke back there, by the way, and not some fucking, like, phony version of him. That was great.
I know. It makes me really excited to see where this series does actually go.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm waiting for the announcement that, you know, we're going to get Layton's Mystery Journey 2, because I need more Layton games in my life. But I'm excited that, you know, this anime does exist, and there's actually going to be, I believe, a Professor Layton anime that's going to happen as well. So there's 50 episodes of this anime in the works.
Yeah, the other one will be shorter.
Yes, I'm just trying to find the information, and annoyingly it's not there.
It's fine. All you need to know is there's like 2 series. This is the one that's ongoing now.
Yes, and I can't wait.
Oh yeah. What's interesting is there is actually a case in the game itself revolving around a haunted house, and the thrust of this mystery is finding, you know, the secrets of a haunted house. So maybe they took inspiration from the source material for the first episode.
Probably a little bit. I mean, so the titles for the 4 episodes that we currently know about / have are Catriel and the Mysterious House, which is what we're watching right now. Catriel and the Diabolical Dress.
Oh.
Catriel and the Resurrected Corpse.
Holy shit.
And Catriel and the Greatest Phantom Thief of the Century.
Oh my god, is that a fucking crossover with Rhythm Thief?
I mean, that would be pretty glorious, because I do love me a bit of Rhythm Thief, as cheesy and messy as that game was. It's still adorable.
Well, maybe I got my crossovers wrong. It probably should have been Persona, but whatever. Yeah, Shiro can talk. It's not entirely stated what he is. The mystery is not solved in Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. Not really big spoilers there. They're obviously planning for a trilogy of sorts.
Yes, and I am so down with there being another Layton trilogy. And I think what's really awesome is that they managed to succeed in creating a sort of really likeable set of protagonists.
Yeah, very much so.
Because following on from Layton and Luke is a really difficult challenge. Like, you can't follow on from them. But I think they managed to make Catriel and Ernest and Shirl a different dynamic, and it works.
It's one thing that I think Layton does better than Phoenix Wright also, because, you know, Layton is the idealized Phoenix Wright. That's essentially what he was conceptualized as. But also, I mean, I like Apollo as a character, but him and, like, Trucy just aren't a patch on, like, Nick and Maya.
Exactly, and, I mean, that's always the problem you have when you effectively reboot a series with new characters, is that, particularly new characters in a franchise that has already gained a lot of very avid followers, and you've just got to hit it right, and I think the Level 5 did a very good job on this one.
I will say I like the animation so far. It's not an art style that really demands extremely fluid animation, and I don't feel it would benefit from that, but it looks very fresh all the same.
I mean, pretty much what we're looking at is just the animation cutscenes that appear in the games.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think that's what I'm loving right now, is that this is basically just the games transferred into a TV show. And I mean, it's why I loved Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva, because that was just like, it's the games, but a movie.
We have actually done a movie commentary of that, you, me, and the Sonic movies from FTCO.
Yes, and that was awesome.
Give that a watch, it was a good commentary, it's a great movie. I want them to do another Layton movie. There was supposed to be like another animated one and a live action one coming out. I don't know if like Level 5 put a stop to it.
Well, I mean, I know there was going to be another animated movie, because they were going to slot it in, I think, between Miracle Mask and Azran Legacy.
Right.
But it never actually came to pass. So I think they just thought, well, let's just focus on the games for the time being. And now they kind of, what they seem to have done at present is they tried to expand in a slightly different fashion, because they went with that mystery box type game that was on iOS that nobody really cared for or went towards. So then I think that kind of forced them to go back to the drawing board a little bit.
Thank God. Fair play to Level 5. This was very clearly a series that they could have milked to the end of time, and I was shocked when they announced that after 6 games, like, nope, that's enough, we're done. But fair play on them for bringing it back also.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things where it's always good to know when to bring things to an end, but it's also really good to know when you've left it long enough that you could theoretically bring something back, as long as you do it in a sort of fresh way. And I have to, I'm really loving the fact that as we get clues, they keep popping up like they do in the game. That's really nice touch.
Oh, I didn't catch that. I just thought it was a little thing they were doing. Like, oh, it's a scrupulous dog. He's fancy.
No, so I think we had Hawk Badge, something to do with the house that I wasn't paying that much attention to, the scrupulous dog. So my suspicion is that the dog has something to do with the hauntings that are occurring here.
I think the family is hiding to throw a birthday party surprise.
I had the feeling that's probably not the case.
Alright, portrait in the last room and the carpet out of place. Because what you do in the games, rather than work on one gigantic puzzle over the course of the game, you find different clues and then Catriel pieces them together like an actual jigsaw, which is pretty fun.
Oh, definitely. And I think it is one of the reasons why I like the change-up, because one of the things that the original Layton games did was that Layton pretty much solved everything.
Ernest, stop talking to us.
And then let you... Yeah, I know, this... Don't break the fourth wall, please. This is not... I mean, I suppose... Oh!
This is great! I love this format!
Yeah, that's amazing. And they pause at that moment as well to give you a bit of time to think. Oh, that's brilliant.
See, it's perfect. It's perfect to adapt as a television show, because it is just a mystery at the end of the day. Okay. You want to try that again, do you? Oh my god, it's JoJo!
What is even going on?
Jesus fucking Christ, I wasn't expecting that. When this is dubbed, I think we'll have to watch it again, though.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm totally watching this series. I'm going to get this on Blu-ray when it comes out.
What's behind portrait number 1? Oh, okay, it's a secret Thunderbird 2 shoot.
They were hiding all the time.
Were they hiding, or did they accidentally activate one of the house's defences?
I think they accidentally activated one of the house's defences.
Could probably happen recently, otherwise they'd be dead down there.
Yeah?
Hang on, wasn't there a similar plot device in Spectre's Call?
There might have been.
Ah, the dog's in on it. Interesting.
Well, the dog's not in on it. It just likes things to be in its proper place. So he sees it's moved and then just goes, nope, we need to fix that, thank you very much.
Jesus, how long have you guys been down here that your clothes are so musty?
Seems like it's been a while, and bloody hell, how's he ended up here as well?
He came to investigate and got trapped himself.
Pretty much.
So who's the inspector? Use his dub name, please. I don't respond to anything less than the dub name.
His dub name is Inspector Hastings.
There you go. Of the yard.
Of the yard. Which is always glorious. I'm not sure I like him quite so much as, say, Chalmey and Barton.
Oh,
but,
yeah. He's a bro,
still,
yeah.
Yeah, he's still awesome.
I'm not sure this goes to the game as well, but I'm not sure I really care about skinny girls loving food trope that is in, like, anime.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy one, but I think Catriel manages to just pull off the trope just well enough because she's just really kooky.
Ah, so maybe it's intended to be tilted like that to trick people?
Yes, I suspect so.
Okay, I'm following you so far. So is that it? The builder of the house just had some, like, crazy funhouse desires?
Clearly he's a little bit crazy.
Alright, here we go. This is where the meat and potatoes of Layton's mystery journey comes to fruition.
Yes, we've solved one mystery and now we're gonna try and solve another.
How did we miss that? Oh, okay, it's a safe, alright.
Ah, you see, this is why we need the hawk pin badge thingy.
It's not just a family crest, it's a key. Keys that aren't actually keys are a very big thing in the Layton series, and yeah, I guess that's why they were keeping it safe. It was full of gold bullion.
Jesus, did they rob a bank or something?
No, I mean, this is just the family treasure. Yeah, it's the inheritance.
Well, clearly not.
Yeah, use the gold to make up with your brother. You're the one who deserves it, because you don't clean, like, your gallery and whatnot. Don't count on me to explain stuff. I'm your butler, not your fucking secretary.
Exactly, and also Catriel's the one with all of the bloomin' latent intuition, so... Is it their mother? Oh.
I thought it was the brother, I just didn't say anything, and no, I'm not bullshitting. I literally did think that.
Yeah, I suppose if you've seen that picture, yeah, it does look like the little brother. Shows you how I wasn't probably paying as much attention as I probably should have been.
No. You pay attention to certain things, I pay attention to other bits, mate. That's why it would make such a great detective duo.
You see, I don't know whether we would make a great detective duo. We'd make a good banter duo, but I'm not sure detectiving would be our strongest suit.
Oh, I want to make an adventure game around that concept.
That'd be quite fun.
So, did the father include a get out of jail free door or something? Because otherwise there would be a lot of skeletons in that basement.
Yeah, that'd be pretty super dodge.
Yeah, just don't look into the specifics, I think. Yeah, that's a... Hang on. No. Yeah, who did it? Yep. Thought there was something weird going on with that guy.
I mean, why would he have the hawk cufflinks? Exactly.
I gotta say, it's very well paced for a mystery.
Oh, definitely, yes.
Really? I'm fucking dying, mate. Come on.
Oh, the joy that inheritances can cause among families, eh?
Oh, don't leave it there. Yeah. It was me all along, brother. Oh, son of a bitch.
Well, of course.
Oh, okay, that's how people can get out.
I mean, it's a miracle they're all fine, but hey.
Yeah, I guess so. It's a really nice house, to be fair.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, that was a different house, sorry. They had the same exact house.
Yeah, and they're connected by a secret passageway. That's really awesome and really lovely, actually.
Just like their hearts are now. Bless.
Aww.
You thought you were getting out of the Layton thing without the feels?
That makes me really happy, because I feel like they're going to have these sort of feels moments throughout the entire series, and I love it.
Don't forget the secret basement passages and whatnot. I'm faded the feels, Richie.
I know. We're basically pulling a Catriel in earnest right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's her delightful catchphrase.
Beautiful. Oh, custom credits as well. Interesting.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just like in the games and whatnot. So, Richie, that was... don't know who that is. I think this might just be more stuff from upcoming episodes. Who knows?
I think it will be, yes, actually.
Alright, episode 1 of Layton Mystery Detective Agency, Cat's Mystery Solving Files. What was your opinion, mate?
That was really delightful, actually. I think I will definitely wait to watch it until it's been dubbed. Because
Yes.
I think I'll be able to engage more with it a bit more then. But yeah, that was really delightful. A really good translation of the games and the series into a TV format. And yeah, I'm really excited to see more.
I love how they incorporated a bit of audience participation into the whole, like, Layton scheme, which makes it perfect for a television show, like, aimed at children and whatnot. It's a little bit like a more mature Dora the Explorer, in a way, but a bit more cerebral, I suppose, instead of just pointing at thing that's already on screen, you know? But, yeah, like Richie said, very good, faithful translation. Really enjoyed it. I think I'll wait for the dub to come out before I watch any more episodes, but I will definitely be returning to this series. Thank you, POTK, for commissioning this. If you guys want your own TV comms, we do have... ooh, okay, so I guess that's when Hastings married his wife. Interesting.
Aww.
We do have a tier on the Patreon specifically for comms, but we also offer them alongside, like, the higher ones. So have a look at the prices, and we'll see you next time for another TV comm. Bye-bye.